Warning. The Loud Spot podcast uses adult humor and adult language in its broadcast. It may be unsuitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, we are idiots. Please don't take anything we say offensive or to heart.
Oh no! Oh boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, hanging out with Ricky Bundy, who's from a band called Dead Bundy. Today, joining me on the show also is my producer, Sam, and then we got Dawn O'Neill. I'm still coming up with a name for her, Tatted by Dawn. I wanted to say Tatted by Dawn so bad.
Just like Tatted Dawn.
Tatted Dawn, because Dawn has tattoos. And she's a tattoo artist. I do want to say before we start this, to please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on all podcasting platforms. I also want to announce this is the last 30-minute interview that we are going to be doing with a band. We are changing our platform up. So congratulations, Ricky Bundy from the band Dead Bundy. You are our final interview on this platform.
But it's not like we're not interviewing bands anymore.
Yeah, we're still interviewing bands. Yes.
This is the last long form 30-minute interview.
Yes.
We're still interviewing bands. Like we just got done interviewing Paul Crosby, for next week's shows and stuff like that. So, we're just changing it up. We're making it more like a radio station style morning radio show, more entertaining. Because Sebastian says he hates bands and he hates interviewing them for over 30 minutes. That's exactly what he said. He says, if I have to interview Ricky Bundy one more time, that's it.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, actually, it wasn't your fault. It was our
The
fault.
reason why we're talking about that is because we actually already interviewed Ricky, and so we're going to ask some of the same questions to him, but really people don't know that. But now they know that is the second interview. We had audio issues. And before we
everyone had audio issues except for Sebastian.
Except for me. I do want to say, though, yesterday, I guess if it's Wednesday tomorrow, so on the 14th anyways, which is yesterday right now, was my 3-year anniversary of putting up my very first podcast.
That's right. That's right.
And I've gained 2 listeners in 3 years.
That's right. That's right.
One's my dad, and then the other one's me.
Yeah.
I can.
Well, maybe the wife. Yeah.
No, she doesn't listen to my podcast. She's like, no.
That's
right. She hears me talking all day long. She doesn't need to hear me talk any more than I already do because I do talk a lot. So, all right, Dead Bundy, a band that used to be a metal band turned pop punk recently, and the band's it's with your homies that you've been friends with and in bands with since high school, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell the audience the switch of why you guys made that switch from metal to more of a, I would say, pop. It doesn't have a pop punk. It is pop punk with a little bit of a twist.
Yeah, I mean, I think like when we were in high school, I think there was probably like we started in like 2012 or something playing together. So that was like at the height of metalcore music. And like we were like everyone was
all wearing black.
We were all into that, and
got the Nike shoes on.
Oh, absolutely! And those shows were so fun back in the day because it was always like energy live. I don't know. I think that was like back then what we were thinking. We always cared really about playing a good live show, and metal was like always something that got your like people in Ohio at least. Cleveland, it was pretty big. But I don't know. I think like we did that for a long time, and like we had multiple people going through our band. So eventually, it was just like we don't need like another 4th or 5th or 6th or person anymore. And like me, Jordan, and Brian, the other 2 guys in my band, like we were just doing it together forever. Anyways, like a lot of it because we went to college together. So.
Is that why you switched styles?
What's that?
Is that why you switched styles? Is because you got tired of having the 4th and the 5th? I mean, going from metal to
you got to have 5 guitars. in a metalcore band.
I mean,
I know you don't, but I was just asking. I know.
No, you do. You actually do need two guitars.
Well, yeah.
One lead,
Well,
one rhythm.
I think like when we first started this band, like we had like 2 vocalists, like a screamer, a singer, 2 guitarists, a bass. Yeah, I was like the bass player back then. But anyway, so that's like that makes 6 right there at least. And
mariachi band.
I mean, yeah, but it's funny to think about now. Like, I think it was crazy. We just played this weekend with Driveways. Have you guys ever heard of that band?
Yep. Well, I have.
They're a sick band. But and then they were touring with another band, Goalkeeper, kind of like a pop punk band, all like us. But we were all 3-piece bands, and I was just thinking about it. I'm like, man, back in the day, that was you had so many people in your band always. Like, I think when you're playing in these metal bands, I guess.
What sucks about having so many people in a band is the venue's going to pay you what they're going to pay you. They don't care how many people are in your band. You know what I'm saying?
The divisions.
I think, like, honestly, it's not even about money, because I wouldn't even be doing music. I don't think anyone in my band would if it was about money. But it's about, like, having enough people that want to do it together, first off, that really want to do it, and that actually think alike. It's like you don't want to have too many cooks in the kitchen, I think is a good way to say it.
I think that's
too many chiefs, not enough Indians. That's what I'm
you got to learn, like, I think really you got to be friends with your band, because
you always have 2 members that are always down in the band. One's writing and one's doing all like the work on social medias and stuff like that. And then
to
the
a
rest
degree,
of them,
yes, right.
Yeah.
That's like,
and then the rest of them
those are
just
2
show up.
roles, exactly.
Yeah. And then the rest of them just show up if you're lucky that they'll actually do something. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, and it's not even to, like, throw shade at anyone we ever did bands with before, because, like,
hold on. Let's throw some shade. Let's
start some controversy.
No,
Ricky's
not
like,
at all.
No.
There's really not.
Actually, Ricky got in trouble not too long ago. Weren't you in trouble like a couple of years ago?
For what?
I can't remember. It was like
let's not bring that up right now.
No, I mean,
I think it was like a local thing or Ohio thing that I can't remember. I wish I would have dug it up. It was something you said in I think like a magazine or at a show or something like that.
A light bulb.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's no light bulb, because it's totally possible. I think that could have happened.
It wasn't like
anytime.
It wasn't racist or anything like that.
I know that. I wouldn't.
It was more
that.
like this band sucks. Someone's band sucks or something like that.
And I don't know.
They wanted to bring beef with you.
I wish I'd know about it.
You should start beef right now with the band that's super famous, and then they're gonna help you guys grow.
No,
big.
only label mates. That's it.
I would only start beef if I was mad at someone, I guess.
Yeah,
but I'm not mad at anyone. I could genuinely say
Eminem. He's calling you out.
Eminem.
Cleveland is better than Detroit.
Well. Yeah, no, I like Kid Rock.
Yeah, you like Kid Rock better. There you go.
I got his CD in my car right now. One of them. I'm not kidding.
Do you feel like when you started this new, more of a pop punk band, you guys found who you were as musicians? Because people change their style of music. They grow up. They don't like this anymore. Like a lot of bands, they'll do metal, and then all of a sudden they turn soft. And people say they sell it, but their style just changed because they got older. Do you feel that happened with you guys?
I've honestly always hated, even in general, the sellout thing. Like, I we make fun of it, but I think I think if you're doing music, you're doing what you want to do anyways. Right. I think that, like, with me, like, when I met the other 2 guys in my band, they already were playing in, like, death metal bands together, and I grew up more like a NoFX fan.
Nice, yeah.
And stuff like that, like old punk, and but I was just a bass player. I mean, not to say just a bass player, but that was just what I mean, I don't know. Like, my buddy, who was another guitar player in that band, brought me in, like, I was just the guy who could play bass. And so I was playing what they were doing. And so I think like Brian and Jordan, like they grew up on that, but they love punk rock too. But I grew up on punk rock, so I think once we started doing Dead Bundy, I kind of got to like
Fit
push
your
that
elements.
to the forefront. Yeah, exactly. Right.
I feel like such a douchebag earlier when I said you got to split the money, and he's like, "Nah, man, it's all about the fun." I was like, "Shit."
No, dude, I don't know. Fuck no. I mean, that's funny though. I mean, it is a funny point. Like, yeah,
Well,
the more
there's a
people,
good
I can't
balance.
imagine Slipknot.
Slipknot. All right, hey, you drummer, here's $1 because you know you're
Yeah.
And you know, I know we're not supposed to be swearing as much, but there's no easier way to say this. And I got to bring up, which we're going to go to a break, but I do want to set this up before break. You guys have a cock cannon that shoots out confetti. Okay.
confetti.
And I don't know if you still have the camera that you can show. Maybe not. I don't know, but we saw
Oh my
it
god!
last time. So
I
let's take a commercial break, and then when we
Yeah.
come back, we'll go more into what this contraption is.
Well, Sebastian, you can go back to the old interview and just grab that screenshot of it.
Or I could take a picture.
Yeah.
Well, I can go. I don't know if I feel like doing it. We got to air this tomorrow. Let's take the commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Professional tattoo artist. I specialize in cover-ups with bold lines and solid color saturation. But don't let that scare you away. I also do black and gray.
Okay, man. So let's go back to this cock cannon. Okay, so it is literally, it was made by a friend of yours, right?
Two people, actually.
Okay.
And it takes two to handle usually anyway.
Right. Left nut and right nut.
Does it take?
Actually, it all.
He calls them left nut and right nut. That's what he calls them.
Well, yeah,
Isn't it one of those old school potato launchers? You just made it bigger.
those are cool. I've seen those, but
Is it not like that?
this is what
I
it
just figured
is.
it would be bigger around
It's
same principle.
Well, like I said, it does take two hands, but it only takes two, and usually I'm one of the nuts from left or right. But I need someone else to help me because it's a leaf blower connected to a shaft and a fucking flower.
Okay.
Oh, and the flower pot. That,
Okay.
We're trying not to swear so much, but we keep. But we do it anyways. It's hard. The Lot Spot does that. We never cared, but
I'm sorry.
because a new platform, we're trying to change it up a little bit so we can get some sponsors and get. Anyways,
We're trying to
so-
get
so-
churches sponsored this.
yeah.
Anyways, it's a cannon and it does spray things out that are good. So,
And it sprays out little pieces of what look like sperm, but
yes.
it's confetti sperm, and it has their faces on it.
Is it just your face, Ricky, or everybody's face?
Oh, we got it. We got 3 versions.
Oh, you just
yeah.
put them all
All
in
three
there.
of y'all.
Oh yeah.
And if
Do you have you ever thought about like putting just some random dude's face on there, and like if you find that one, that's like the golden
Oh.
ticket, and you want a free
Ooh,
prize
yeah,
pack.
that's a good idea.
That'd be. I feel like
Put
no one would
Instagram
find
face
it
on
though.
it.
Free
that's
merch.
a good idea. Yeah, you
It is a good idea.
you find the golden sperm, and you win a free shirt or something.
Yeah.
That's a great.
You are
that's
the
a great
Willy
idea.
Wonka of the cock cannon. That's what
That's
you are.
right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what face would be just perfect to put on.
Well, put Kid Rock on there. There you go.
that. I like that.
Or you could just make it a golden sperm, like a golden piece. It'd be easier.
No,
I
that
did.
would stand out. That would stand
I
out
think
too
it'd be
That's right.
easier to not change the color of the paper,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah,
know.
keep it all white.
I might be wrong.
Okay, now if
No,
I
see,
remem-
but then they'll pick up every piece after it's done, and you don't have to pay the cleaning fee afterwards.
Well, yeah, that's the problem, right?
so okay, if I remember correctly, somebody stole a box of this confetti sperm with your faces on it.
They did, yeah. I don't know who did, and honestly, I said it like we practiced the other day, where I'm like, who stole that? Like, no,
Well,
I
if you
don't
see it on eBay in a couple of years after y'all make it like huge,
know.
you know who did it, right?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we lost it. I guess. I don't know.
I would put money that Ricky misplaced it somewhere in the house. It's probably not even in his house. It's probably in his car at his job, and he left it at the job. He was going to work on it, and then he realized
It could be in the van. I don't know, but I don't have it outside my house right now.
So you guys didn't get to use the confetti, or did you make more of it?
We just actually decided to go to a great store in Ohio called Party City, and they sell like Mardi Gras supplies and balloons, and so we got some confetti. But I think people were kind of upset because it was making everyone slip. It's not like our confetti. It's not paper. It's like gloss.
That shiny
Yeah,
material.
you know exactly what it is. So
Ribbon.
if you're in the pit, you are slipping and falling, as opposed to our homemade batch. But
Busting your rear end.
we're gonna get on making I think a new couple thousand maybe.
Is every show that you play live, do you bring that with you?
Most of them, unless we really think that a venue is going to charge us a lot.
And
To clean up afterwards.
is there a venue that?
No. Oh no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that to cut you off, but there hasn't been any bad interactions, I guess I could say.
Well, so here's the thing with venues. If you let them know prior to, and it's just confetti, they're okay with it. Now, if it's liquids like Gore, now
that's
right.
We don't do that.
Yeah, if it's liquids or anything that could destroy something, or could be a slip hazard or staining. Staining is the best one. So
I think honestly I can't even say that we ever warned anyone, but
you just bring it.
But
if any venues are out there, we're just.
But we've been thinking about it, though. You know what I mean? We are smart. And actually, to tell you the truth, our local venues in Cleveland are really cool. And like Mahal's, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. It's a venue in Cleveland, and that's our like home venue. They're awesome, man. They're so cool, and you know we try to help out too. We're not just dicks.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't think dick's a bad word.
What's my name? Because my name is Richard, and honestly, people call me that back in the day all the time because it was my name. So.
Like I said before on the show that's not airing, you are one of the most genuine guys on the show. You just seem funny, and so I want to play your song. This is the newest music video for Dead Bundy. The song is called Out of My League. So here we go right now on the loud spot.
Met this chick, think I'm slick. Out of my league, she a real bad bitch. She don't care about me. Told me she hates my band. I'm that guy, stream me live. Come real fast like American Pie. She don't fuck with Bundy. No way I have a chance. I'm feeling blue cause you left me on red. I know I'm always my own worst enemy. She took my heart, yeah, call it a robbery. that's what I smoked on. Show up to her window, holding my stereo. Shoot my shot, played the song. She swiped left and called the cops. She thinks I'm a stalker, cause I sent flowers to her. I thought that girls liked romance and shit. I'm feeling blue cause you left me on red. I know I'm always my own worst enemy. She took my heart, yeah, call it a robbery. Says I'm a dick, yeah, that I make her sick, yeah. No matter how cool I try to be, she's out of my league. She's out of my league. No matter how cool I try to be, she's out of my league.
Guys, we look like total idiots.
Dude, total bozos.
Man, we just need to stick to hitting on hot moms.
Dude, just like we're used to.
All right. I think my favorite line in that whole entire song is I thought that girls liked romance and shit. That's what he said. Because like, I bought her flowers and now I'm a stalker or something like that.
That's so funny.
You listen to your lyrics, right? And when you're listening to them, and they're not like these crazy poem, like, you know, things that have deeper meanings. It's just you're just saying what you want to say in a song, and it's fantastic.
I have to know, is that an actual experience you went through or somebody else in the band? You know, just out of curiosity.
Oh, I didn't stalk anyone, and I don't think anyone in my band ever did.
I mean, I love the American Pie reference in the video for sure. I just didn't know, you know, if that was like you or
No, I think maybe we're making fun of Hawthorne Heights.
There's the drama. There's the drama. We're talking. That's gonna be the
Ohio
clip right
band.
there.
Right there. That's his beef. Ohio.
I'm just kidding.
Ohio
Did you hear their new song? It's pretty heavy.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, nope. It is a heavy song. Well, Hawthorne Heights, what's up? No, okay. So, have you always wanted to sing?
No.
No. So, what put you in that vocalist position? Because you have, I mean, it works. It sounds good.
I just had to do it. There was no one else.
No one else.
Honestly, there's no one else. Brian's a good singer, though, my guitarist. He does all like our backing vocals and everything, and he's always done that kind of like he's like been able to, but he's like a guitar player, so he's always been able to fill that role.
But it looks like you have the good energy for the singer, though.
Well, I finally, I guess, just had to do it. So I'm like, if I just want to be in a band, I have to do this now. So I think that's kind of honestly what happened.
Hey, you could have been a drummer.
Honestly, that's probably the last thing I could have been, because that's.
No, Sebastian.
I can't operate my hands at the same time either.
Dude, I just think like I can do stuff with melody, I guess. Like I can play guitar, I play piano, I can play, you know, all that stuff, sing. I probably play other instruments, but I don't think I could do like drums with that crazy rhythm.
I can't either. If I want both my hands and feet to operate, it is not keeping me.
Yeah, exactly. Even piano is hard for me to get those things.
Oh, yeah, my
going,
left hand doesn't work. My right hand will be going out, and you want my left hand to do it? Ain't happening.
You guys don't even
Dad
see
tried.
his hands and feet right now.
They say that if you can play piano, it's easier to learn how to play the drums. That's what I've heard.
Really?
Because you're using your right hand and your left hand and your feet also, because you got the pedals, right?
Mm.
If you're playing piano. But I'm a drummer, and I've never really.
You're a drummer, so okay, cool.
Yeah. I've never really tried to. Well, I guess I'm an ex-drummer for a band, but I guess you don't really ever become not a drummer once you're a drummer.
I think. Absolutely. I agree with that.
I'm not retired or anything.
Now he plays skin.
I didn't toss it away.
So, what was I going to ask? Oh, yeah, you guys with Thriller. Is it with Thriller Records?
We're with Invogue.
Invogue. Not
which is part of. They're part of Thriller.
They're part of Thriller.
Okay.
They're like
the minor league.
The
minor league.
exactly.
They go up.
Hey, wait! I think I got the Invogue.
Hey!
Yeah, there you go.
On there. So
You got the shirt on. You got the shirt on. Before we get you out of here, I do want to ask you about
Yes, sir.
shows, touring, website, things of that nature. Things of those kinds of
our
things.
website is www.deadbundy.com.
Easy enough.
Not TedBundy.com.
I believe that's it. And it's true. It is that because I just double checked. Other than that, yeah, I mean, we've got a show in Cleveland in a week, but that's not, I think that's on the 22nd or 21st. And,
What got you guys hooked up with Invogue Records? Also, I mean,
honestly, this is, what happened was Nick Moore is Ryan Invogue and runs Invogue, and he knows our producer is Evan McKeever, and they were in a band together, and I think he heard one of our songs and listened to the album, and we just started talking. So
that's cool, man. But so do they book you guys, or is it just like a distribution type of deal?
Booking's different.
Yeah,
our booking's separate from.
So they pretty much put you on their label and say you better keep on coming out with new music, or what? No,
they're awesome.
Guidelines, right? What do they have guidelines for the band?
No, they're not. They don't. They really don't. They let us kind of do what we want to do, but we've just done records with them. And
does that make it easier on y'all whenever you don't feel pressure?
It's nice a lot. They're cool. I feel like for a band like us, we could have some kind of label that is on our on our butts or something. And
we've already ruined it.
I think that could be tough, but these guys at Invogue and Nick and everyone, they're awesome. They're great people to work with. So I think they're the ones that even hooked us up with you guys, I believe. So.
Yeah, well, we went through Tabitha. So started from Bob, and then Tabitha emailed me something, and I was like, "Hey, put us on your mailing list for your list." And then that way there we can get.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's been it's great, and I'm so glad we got to fucking talk to you guys.
You know what? I want to thank you for coming back and redoing the episode with us. I said the last one had a lot of audio issues, and if you weren't going to come on, I was probably going to air it anyway.
We were just going to talk smack about Dead Bundy. That's what we were going to do.
That'd be right. Rightful to do.
We were going to start beef with you. That's what we were going to do. We were like,
I tried.
Got beef with someone.
I
tried,
we don't have beef with anyone. You know, Sebastian, we don't have beef with anyone.
We need to.
We don't want to start beef.
We gotta go strong though. We gotta get it hard with someone.
We gotta go like against Howard Stern. We're calling you out. Yeah, right now.
You know, he does call out podcasters. He says it's not a real.
Really?
Okay, he has a point though. We're a web. Well, okay, but he has a point though, because I didn't go to schooling for all this stuff. But the times are different now. Things are just changing. People just do things.
A lot easier.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Yeah,
exactly. Have you ever noticed what the musicians that go to all these schools, and Gerard is what I was thinking, but that's not
Gerard. That's like a place in Ohio. I played a show there once.
Yeah, that's true. Gerard, Ohio. No, but Julie. Yeah. Let me tell you, not that those people aren't skilled, but they don't have the other factor that it takes to really make it in this industry, especially in 2023 or in ever since 2020, let's say. They don't have those skills. Yeah, they can play a musical instrument beautifully, but that doesn't mean they know how to sell. So
that's right.
So take that, Howard Stern. We know how to sell.
He apparently does too. I mean, he's
got money though. Yeah, he's got money.
Now he does. I don't think he used to. Anyways, Ricky, thank you so much for coming back on the show, talking about Dead Bundy, sharing some great stories with us. That's all the time we got. I do want to remind everyone to please subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out once again on all podcasting platforms. Ricky, please stay right there. That's all the time we got. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
Thank you.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.